Hello, it is time for Let's Get Quizzical Part 3, questions 6 to 10. Start the timer, Ruth. There we go. That means I don't harp on for too long. Yay! Okay, so this is question 6 to 10 of the questions that somebody sent me, because they sent me a lot of questions. I love how other people were like, what do you think about the Irish? This person's like, so deep into my soul here. Okay, so I'll just crack on. Question 6. Do you wish other people posted videos about where they live? If so, where? Like I said in an earlier video, I really like New Zealand, Australia and America. So, probably because they speak English as well. Because somebody posted a video about Russia in Russian. I have no clue what they were saying. I don't speak Russian. I kind of do a good Russian accent because there's a guy at work that lived in Lithuania but spoke Russian, and he was amazing. He was like the best person ever. Do you know what? I just want him to do a video about his country. That would be it. That's it. Okay, him. Because he was so funny. He would have like a million orders to do, and he would just be like, get on with it, and then 2 seconds later he'd have one and be like, I need help. I miss him so much. He was so funny. Or like he'd ask about something, and then like he'd ask what something meant, and I remember my boyfriend was like explaining what this thing was, but it was related to like another part of the store, not a part that he did. And he was like, I do not care anymore. As soon as he realised that he didn't actually need to do it. Which leads on to question 7. What accent do you think is interesting? His Lithuanian/Russian accent, I think, was astonishing. It was just so lovely. I loved it. I remember when I was younger and I would be like, list my perfect man. Accents featured heavily. I was not expecting a man to have an American, an Irish, an Australian, and a French? Pretty sure not. I'm pretty sure it's just Irish and Australian actually. Accent. I understand that you cannot have two, but still, I love accents. So I think those accents are pretty interesting. I love accents where people can pronounce words or like pronounce sounds that other people can't do. Like I can go loch when and other people can't do that. That kind of sound, which is quite funny. But the Dutch get me, my Dutch brothers. So I think accents are quite interesting in the sense that there's some things that people pronounce. And there's a guy at work who's from England, and he came, and we were like, this is the test we do to English people. Say poor, po. Say poor, po. Say, what was it? It was poor, and something else. And they say them all the same. Which comes back to kind of what I said in another video about the Irish saying 3 and 3, and like what do you do in situations where someone's saying something and you think they're saying something else. Poor. Can't remember for the life of me. Okay, so accents are interesting. Question 8. What do you do for entertainment? Well, sometimes if nobody's in the house, I crank up the speakers. We have a really good sound system upstairs, which I spent like a year saving up for, and put the iPod in and blast it away and sing and dance around the top floor of my house. That entertains me, probably entertains anybody watching. My other hobby would be reading. I am an avid reader and I love books. For example, there's 2 books here that I have prepared. The Hunger Games book, obviously the movie's coming out, so I was like, there's a movie coming out. But I don't watch movies of books till I've read the book, because then if you watch the movie, go, that's amazing, read the book and go, crap, the movie was rubbish. Like, I'd rather know that the movie would be rubbish before I read the book. And then the movie ruins the book, and yeah, so books first. I started this on Saturday night. I read like the first 2 chapters on Saturday night and finished it on Tuesday. I started this on Wednesday and finished it. No, I started this on Tuesday after this one and finished it on Wednesday. Because I read. I'm on study leave. I'm meant to be studying for exams, and I've just read 1,000 pages of these books. Oh my gosh. So reading, definitely reading for entertainment. My bookshelf is not as full as I'd like it, but it's going to get there. Very exciting. So reading is my entertainment. I watch TV sometimes. I kind of record some things and then watch them when I can, but definitely reading. Always reading. Question 9. What is your most important gift that you have to give? Oh flip, I don't know. That's kind of a question for somebody else, really, because I don't know what I would say. If the gift of talking was a gift, does that count? Because I can talk a lot. And if people want me to shut up. I'm like, as amazing as it sounds, I'm a good listener, because I understand what it's like when people don't listen to how much you talk, so I listen to people. I give advice a lot. I don't really know what else to do. I'm a nice person. I don't really know, to be honest, what my important gift that I have to give is. Just kind of what I do, really. Right, moving on. Sorry, I just can't quite answer that one. How long do I have left? Right, this is good because this is a big question. Right, question 10. What values do you think you have from your home life that you believe are the most important? That's a big question, and I have 4 minutes to answer it. Basically, I am Christian. I was raised Christian, but when I say I was raised Christian, it was always my own choice. My mum and dad have never pressured me or anything. So for people who think I've been brainwashed, that's a lie, because both my brothers represent different beliefs. Not really. It's hard to explain my family, but I was not brainwashed. I made the choices myself. So my values are reflective of not only my home life but also the faith that I live for. So things like how I treat people. I'm not always amazing at treating people well. I'm quite an impatient person, which is something I need to work on. But I like to think that I kind of treat people with respect, no matter who they are. Though I can fall on that and be quite mean. So that's not very good, is it? Yeah, but how I live my life compared to how other people do, I think. I don't swear. I feel really bad if I swear. That sounds so pathetic, doesn't it? But I do. I don't like swearing, I think. There's more important things to say. I don't drink, but that's, again, I don't get drunk because I don't think it's right. I don't drink because I think alcohol is minging. So there's a difference there, but that is a kind of value, like how I conduct myself when I'm out. I don't have sex before marriage. I don't, yeah, things that people would probably find pretty boring. Like I probably look like I'm a boring person now, but to be honest, they're more important things for me than these things. And the values, I suppose the values that I've picked from my mum and dad, as opposed to what is reflected in my faith, though I suppose it is confidence in myself and an ability to be myself without requiring other people's opinions or other people's say. You can't pressure me to do something I don't want to do. Effectively, like, I am a donkey. I will dig my heels in and you will not budge me. So yeah, I'm able to listen to people. Like I said I'm able to listen to people, and help people, and give advice that's probably quite good. I don't really know. This is a really hard question, because it's hard to detract what is my home life from what is my faith. Like, what things my mum and dad have maybe shown me personally. Suppose the easiest way to say this. Sorry, I'm just like speaking out loud. Obviously, I'm speaking out loud. I'm thinking out loud. Sorry. But the values that my mum and dad have given me are hugely based upon our faith, which is Christianity. That's 9 minutes. So basically, working hard, being patient, though they're not very good at representing that themselves, and basically just showing love and showing love. That's the most important value. And loving people. That sounds so twee now, doesn't it? I don't really have long enough to explain it. I'm sure I'll come back to that another time when I've kind of thought about it a bit more, because it's a really good question. It's just quite hard to do. Okay, so that was my question time. Questions 6 to 10. I'm sure you will. I'm just kind of uploading these all while I have time because I'm busy. But I'll see you on questions 11 to 15. Bye bye.